Exercise 2-2. In this exercise, we're going to use Excel conditional formatting to show any cells here whose value is greater than the average unit sold with a different background color and a different text color. As you can see, these are the figures for the Bliss Spa. These are all of their treatments, and for each treatment, we have the number of packages sold. So we just want to show any unit sold greater than the average with a different background color and a different text color. So now we use the mouse to click on B6, and then we drag all the way to B20. So we select all the cells that we want to apply the conditional format to. Up here on the menu, we click on the Home tab. Under the Home tab, we click on the Conditional Formatting button, and we see a drop-down list here. We select Highlight Cells Rules Greater Than. So we click Greater Than. So here we set up our condition, which is format cells within this range which are greater than, equal, average, open parenthesis, B6 colon B20, because the average function will calculate the average unit sold. So basically we're telling Excel to format any cells within this range whose value is greater than the average unit sold with this format, which is a light red fill with dark red text. You actually have a number of options here, and you can even go with a custom format. But for now, I'm just going to stay with this default description. So when I click OK, and in fact, even before I click OK, you'll see that the format already is applied. And so these figures are all greater than the average units sold. Now, if I were to change one of these values down here, you can see that the average should be greater than 73 because 73 is already formatted here. So if I were to change this to, let's say, 88, and I press enter, it will also be formatted as if it were higher than the average unit sold, because the format applies to all the cells here. But of course, I'm going to undo that and set it back to its original value. But just wanted to show you that that's how conditional formatting works. And that's the first part of our exercise. Now let's fill in these 4 cells with the total unit sold, average unit sold, the highest unit sold, and the lowest unit sold. And for this, we're going to use functions. The first function we're going to use is called sum, equal, S-U-M. And as you type the name of the function, you'll see that there's a drop-down list. So if you don't want to type every single letter of the function's name, you can just select it from this drop-down list. Now, after you've entered the function name, you type open parenthesis to signal that you're ready to enter the arguments to the function. And the arguments are going to be the numbers that you want to add up. And the numbers that we want to add up are here, B6 to B20. So you could enter this on the keyboard, B6 colon B20, or you can just use your mouse. Click on B6 and drag all the way to B20, and as you drag, you'll see that the arguments are being filled in for you automatically. So that's B6, the starting cell, colon B20, the ending cell of the range of cells whose values we want to sum. And then we put the close parenthesis, because that's the end of our argument list. We press enter, and there you have the results. 972 total units sold. Now let's enter the second value here. To calculate it, we're going to use the average function, so equal, average, and once again you can see the drop-down list helps you auto-complete your entry. This time around I'm just going to double-click on it, so that fills it in for me. And then I use the mouse. Once again, I click on B6, drag all the way to B20, and it fills it in for me automatically as a result of my clicks. B6 colon B20, close parenthesis, and the average unit sold is 65. And for the highest unit sold, I use a function called max, M-A-X, okay, and open parenthesis, click B6, drag all the way to B20, and close parenthesis. Highest is 93. And And now for the lowest, we use a function called min. So B6 colon B20, close parenthesis, press enter. So here are our total, average, highest, and lowest units sold, and we learned how to use functions to accomplish this.